Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. I'm actually just getting my stuff together right now to head out for a bit of a session. If you saw 2 videos ago where I was out fishing on a very snaggy river, I'm going to head back to that exact same spot and I'm going to see if we can do a little bit better this time using exactly the same kit that I took last time. The weather today is also a bit wild. It's very changeable. It goes from really overcast with heavy rain to absolutely intense sunshine. So I'm going to take a little bit of kit to make sure I can fish through all weathers that today throws at me. Anyway, I'm going to pull my bits together and we'll catch up down on the riverbank. We are very much in a big run. Hoping we don't get snagged. Whew. Dear dear. Trying to keep this rod low and just bring it up. Though I think we are snagged. Yes, we are. Yep, we're free. Ow. Stuck myself in something sharp. Come on, let's see if we can get this fish in. Yeah, there we go. In the net, brilliant, absolutely amazing. I can't believe I managed to keep that fish on. Well, just in the first swim there, we're into our first really nice barbel. Not any particular size, but what an absolutely brilliant fish. Had me snagged a couple of times, as they all seem to do, but eventually I managed to get it into the net. Happy, happy days. Let's get this one back in the river resting. Well, that was brilliant. It's always great to get the first fish under your belt. That took about 20 minutes as well, so pretty quick as barbel go. It's a tough swim. It's a very tough swim. There's so many snags and so much weed. I was actually checking the hook link before I cast back out and it was quite frayed and worn, so I just tied up a new one quickly and we've cast back out here. I think I have a better idea of where the snags are now, so hopefully if we get another bite we can extract it a little bit easier. Fingers crossed we'll get another fish in here. If not, we'll move on and try a few more spots. Well, this is definitely one of the reasons I'm getting snagged up, is all of this like silkweed down there. Not ideal at all. So I think the fish are just finding patches in it, swimming through it, and it just creates like dead weight on the line, which I eventually managed to get the fish out of when I can find the right angle to play them. So we're going to have one more cast in this swim and we'll see what we can do. Well, I've given it a good long while in here and I've not had any other signs of life. So either the fish are just not hungry anymore, they've drifted off, they've spooked, who knows. But I am going to move swims. The wind has picked up and it looks like it might rain as well. So I'm going to try and find one that's a little bit undercover. I've not fished too many of the swims up to where I'm going. I have a vague idea of what they're like. So we'll just pick a random good looking one. Hopefully get this bait near some snags where the barbel seem to be at the minute. Well, we've just pulled into swim number 2. Hopefully it's going to be a good one. I've actually cast quite a long way downstream to try and get as close to some bushes as possible, but there's a lot of reeds all down this inside, so playing fish in here is going to be a bit interesting. We'll have to see how it goes. First we need to obtain that ever important bite. I've had one little quick twitch on the rod tip, which seemed to be a chub, something like that. which is really, really positive because we've probably only been in a couple of minutes. So there are definitely a few fish in the area. Let's see if we can get our barbel out of here. Oh, another chub just hit that rod. Right, we're going to pay much more attention to this rod tip now, and we'll see if we can get into one of these fish. Well, for the past hour, hour and a half, it's just been hammering it with rain. I had to get full waterproofs out, but I'm absolutely soaked through. It's gone all through my coat. It's just been so heavy for so long. They just were not up to the job. But it's started to ease off a little bit now, so I've dropped into another swim, took advantage of the gap in the rain to walk up the field and yeah, get set up. So we're fishing just down actually near that bush you can just see behind me there. So fingers crossed we will get another barbel out of that bush. Yeah, we've finally got that barbel bite we were looking for. Finally. Wow, good fish. Currently in a little bit of weed, which I'm trying to navigate. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there it is. Out of the river, and to get in the river my boot is a little bit wet now. Oh. Hey, at least we managed to get this fish out. There it is in the net. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Second fish of the day. Well, after hopping a couple of swims, we're into another nice little fish there that gave us a lot of problems getting snagged up, as they all have, but absolutely brilliant. Second fish of the day, very, very happy. We'll get this one back into the water. Well, brilliant to be into another fish. I'm going to get this rod baited up, get back out there, see if we can do another one from this swim. I've probably got one or two more swims up my sleeve for later, just as maybe it gets a little bit darker. I'm really pleased all of that rain seems to have drifted off now. We've got some blue skies, but there are some darker clouds around as well. Hopefully it won't rain again. I got absolutely soaked. So yeah, it's not nice sitting here now, drenched. It's gone right through my coat and everything. Nightmare. Take too long in this swim, fortunately. Whoa, okay, barbel has woken up. Stay in the middle of the river, please. Good stuff. Feels like a not bad fish actually. We'll see what happens. Just started to rain again, unfortunately. And there's the barbel. A nice one, a really nice one. Yeah, good stuff. Brilliant. Oh, steady bud, steady. Shake off some of that weed while we're here. Perfect. Well, at last, after a couple of swim moves, there it is, barbel number 3. A very interesting notch out of its tail there. I'm not sure if that's damage or just how it's grown. Either way, definitely didn't affect its swim performance. It still went off like an absolute train. Brilliant times. Barbel number 3. Let's get it back in the river. Yeah, well, we're in again. Wow. still got a barbel in the net. I was just resting, ready to slip back. So literally a couple of minutes this was in the water and it was off. Wow, what is life, eh? Mad. With its friend in the net already, which we'll try to not let out. This is going to be interesting. So I think that's what they're doing. They're going through the weeds, and that's just creating a lot of like different tensions on the line, and then making them really hard to get in. This one over. Yeah, nice. That's a really good fish, that one. A bit larger. Brilliant. 2 in the net. What is going on? Wild. Well, I had one fish resting in the net that I was literally about to slip back when this one came and slammed that rod over. So I had to quickly secure the net, grab the rod before this one pulled it in, and after a nice battle, we eventually managed to slip this one into the net for 2 barbel there. It was getting a bit crowded, but yeah, we had a quick weigh of this one, 6 pounds exactly, so a very, very nice fish. Let's get this one back with its buddy in the net, resting, and then we'll slip them both back together. Absolutely crazy. I had just rebaited my feeder, I put a new little bit of meat on, cast it back out to the same spot, and was just prepping that fish to slip back that I already had in the net, and that rod was away. I literally had to jump on it to stop it just being pulled in. So yeah, I made sure to keep the rod out of the water this time until both of those fish were slipped back, because there would not have been space in that net for a third. Fingers crossed we can get a third out of this swim. Let's see what happens. Rain check, stopped raining, which is excellent. I forgot my head torch though, so we're only going to fish until just before dark, maybe an hour or so, not too long left. If I don't get anything from this swim, I've got one more to try as we head back towards the car. Well, we've had a little bit of a return of the rain, so I've decided to head back up. We've probably only got half an hour or so left realistically, until it gets a little bit too dark for me, well, to mostly film. I can fish in the dark without a head torch, no problem at all, doing some touch ledgering, things like that. Anyway, hopefully I'll get 20 minutes or so in one last swim, which might produce a fish. These are the swims that I don't fish very often up here because they're the closest to the car, so other people tend to fish them a lot more. Anyway, hopefully I'll find something that looks good and we can drop in, see what we can do. Well, I gave it about another half an hour in this swim here. We had a lot of little taps and knocks, but no actual takes in the end. So with another weather front moving in, I think it's probably time to head off home now. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been brilliant getting into quite a lot of barbel. It's been a slow but steady session, I would say, but with some really, really great action. That 6-pounder, what a fish, brilliant fish. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. Good luck in your own fishing. As always, hope to see you in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching.